What's cooking, Juventus fans? Welcome back to your old lady's favorite YouTube channel. The old lady finds themselves on the positive side of the score sheet as they bring home 3 points in a victory over Lecce. Juventus continue to look forward the future as they continue to develop what they will with the ranks of who they're staying, who's going, who wants to stay, who maybe will not be welcome to stay, as well as the other moves going into the end of the season and, of course, the Mercado of the summer. Stick with us. We'll fill you in. Ciao ragazzi, welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone. My name is Justin Sofro. Today it is Thursday, May 4th. May the 4th be with you. And of course, I've got your latest rundown of all things Juventus, all the news you care about each and every single day. Before we do anything though, do me a solid favor. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon, stay notified for all of our latest videos. And if you feel kind to me today, I'll try to do this very quickly. This right here, I've been doing it every time I do a video. If you could, show some support for a side channel that I'm doing. So now we can talk like men podcast. It's not any kind of stereotypical nonsense. Get the men part out of it. It's just more of a nonsense means that I can probably cuss a lot. That's what now we can talk like men means, is that I can cuss and be a little bit less than G-rated. We'll talk about some other things, but if you could, hit that subscribe button over here on this channel right now. You can go be entered in to win once we hit 500 subscribers, entered in to win a jersey, which will be given away as soon as that happens. So be excited. We'll do a Juventus jersey. If you have another kind of jersey you like, Louisville, Kentucky, anything else, let us know. The winner will be able to pick once that is done. So subscribe to that channel. We appreciate your support. All right, let's get into it. The Universe news of the day. Let's get the bad news out of the way right now. When I say bad news, anything to do with the investigation that's currently going on with Juventus. And when I say investigation, I mean a quote-unquote investigation. What I mean is any kind of backhanded, snide way that they can try to go after Juventus and try to remove 6 to 8 or however many points they need at the end of the season. Maybe they bump it back up to 15 if they can, so that way Juventus can be dropped out of the top 4, which will happen. It's going to happen. I'm not being a conspiracy theory guy. It's going to happen because that's the way Italy works. It's the way UEFA works. That's the way all of Europe does. It's nonsense. It's crap. I'm done with it. Anyway, though, with the reporting, Franco Leonetti says prosecutors deposited new documents on the Prisma investigation on Wednesday, May 10th. The preliminary hearing will resume after the appeal on March 27th. The issue of territorial jurisdiction and the possibility of transferring the venue to Milan or Rome. And if there's one thing you know, the people that are living in Milan and that are living in Rome, and I know I said Milan like that, Milan, not Milan, Milan or Rome are obviously very pro-Juventus and pro-Turin. So I'm sure there'll be very friendly confines as we move forward with that, right? Let's continue on, though. Let's talk about a little more positivity and our guy, Leander Pereira, who scored the first opening goal of the match yesterday. For Juventus, Leander Pereira had some comments to say. He said, I'm happy at Juve, and I like to stay here. I would like to stay here. I hope to continue here next season. It's been a long time since I've scored. I'm happy, but mostly for the team. I'm happy in all families. There are discussions. We move forward together. I live my life day by day and hope for the best solution for everyone. I'm happy. He keeps saying, I'm happy. I'm hoping to stay here. Did I copy paste that, or did he say that repetitively? Is he like put the quarter in the slot machine and he just keeps repeating and keeps spitting out that same rhetoric? He's happy, guys. He wants you to know he's happy. Damn it, he's happy. But anyway, that's great. I mean, I at least appreciate this approach from Leander Pereira is maybe knowing the situation with Max Allegri. If Max Allegri goes, maybe there's a chance that he could stay. Maybe that's why he's trying to smoosh on up with Juventus, whoever will be there, show that he wants to stay, show that he wants to belong with the club, even if, especially if Max Allegri goes. But we recall all the issues before about his complaints about not getting used and supposedly the turmoil that happened in practice. I just wonder if that's changed at all. Anyway, let's continue on, though. That's not as important as some of the other more pressing topics that we have for today. And that is, of course, Altapolo brought up a cool stat, said 4 Juventus have scored the most direct free kicks in the top 5 European leagues this season with 4. And one of the 2, together with Lorient, have 3 different players with at least 1 direct free kick goal scored. That is trajectory. So an actual positive thing for Juventus, very rare given the season that is, if you're a fan. I'm sorry, it's just facts. All right, now we move a little bit more into the segment where we talk about the future of players, maybe some other guys that may be out there on the market, potential for Juventus to go after. Quick hit it. Let's go ahead and let you know right now. First up is one that Juventus could be interested in, and that is Fabrizio Romano is reporting that Cher Nidor, and I'm sure I butchered the name. I'm sorry, I'm American. I'm sorry, I'm an ugly American. I don't know how to pronounce people's names. Will leave Benfica. Juventus and Milan are leading the race for him this summer. So those are definitely, that's one name to keep an eye on. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Are you interested in seeing this player come to Juventus? Moving on with that, though, we have maybe some guys are going to be coming into line to try to grab a Juventus player, and of course he is drawing that attention, and it is Samuel ILLING Jr. Romeo Agresti reporting that there are Premier League clubs showing interest in Junior. The Bianconeri have made ILLING a technical asset, which could result in an interesting situation should they decide to evaluate potential offers. I understand assets. You make money off assets. That's what you do. Here's my issue. Samuel ILLING Jr. is one of the few players that has shown promise, has shown that he can be built upon and that he can be I don't want to say a staple, but can be a very important piece moving forward for the club. It can't all be dollars and cents. I understand it is dollars and cents, but when it comes to actually having important pieces to build upon that you can use, that you can try to win games, win the league, and move forward with, that is ILLING Jr. I'm sorry, I'm coming off of sickness. That's why my voice sounds like this. But I'm sorry. Please do not move from ILLING Jr. this quickly. Please let's retain him for a bit longer. Come on. That's all I ask. Please don't move that quickly. And if you do move, it better be some damn good money. Moving on, let's talk about another player that Juventus has been associated with in recent years, and that, of course, is former Juventus player Manny Demerol. Mirko Di Natale is reporting on his situation, saying that Demerol, the defender, could leave next summer. The Atalanta does not want less than 20 million euros. Interested clubs are not lacking, such as BSV or BVB. In UFC, Wolverhampton above all, Juve more than interested in the possible sale. The club has 10% on the resale of the player. So that's more interest really there for Juventus is just how much they can make off the resale. And we'll see if that is going to happen there. So keep an eye on that. We'll see what happens moving forward. All right, let's continue on and let's move forward to the important next week that we're going to have. And this is involving the future of a current player for Juventus. And that is, of course, our own Angel Di Maria. Matteo Moretto is reporting that next week there will be an important meeting for Di Maria's future at Juventus. So basically, pins and needles. Will he stay for another season, or he can play about, maybe a quarter of the games, possibly? All right, I'm sorry. That the joke probably didn't land, but I'm sorry. I had to say it. Anyway, maybe a quarter is even actually being a little bit too optimistic on my part. Anyway, going forward, Nico Schiena is also talking about the potential of this player. Juan Cuadrado is set to leave at Juventus as a free agent at the end of the season. He's done. Kaput. No more 1EC. No more complaints from me. No more complaints from Alejandro. That's what will happen. Juan Cuadrado will be moving on out. And to really kind of back that up and confirm that, we have Momblano, who comes out of the woodwork and said Juventus and Juan Cuadrado will certainly not be extending this summer. There was a meeting between the club and the players' agents where they had handshakes, agreements of a farewell this summer. So goodbye, hug it on up. See you get going. We will put out the nice post, put out the thank you 1EC, put out all that. It's good. Let's move forward and let's move away from this headache. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I don't know why I'm saying I'm sorry. And then finally, some information from Momblano. Could be interesting. Could be seeing how they go for the future. He reports about the sporting director situation, saying that Juventus want a top sporting director. We mean someone who commands, someone who is sure of what he does, someone who has the ability to take on strong responsibilities. There aren't many around. I see it as good news. So yeah, there it is. There's Momblano, who says there aren't many around. I see it as good news. Well, we'll see which one they go after. Maybe it's a little wink, wink, nudge. Who's he going after? Are we going after Gentoli? I've seen the reports. I've seen the rumors of moving Max Allegri up to sporting director and then have Gentoli there as well. I don't know. I don't know what to believe in any of this nonsense anymore, but we'll see what happens. If you move Max Allegri up and he still has this antiquated dinosaur tactics when he's not even the coach, then I'd be worried. I understand you want to love up your guy Max Allegri because he showed a little bit of he was, I called him a down ass bitch when he returned to Juventus because he did not go anywhere else. He did not go. Obviously, there are talks about him going to Real Madrid. They ended up making up the better deal there with Ancelotti coming in there. But at the same time, Max Allegri has been loyal to the club. That's the only thing. If there's one thing you can say about him, he is definitely loyal to Juventus and to the old lady. So love him up, but I just want what's best for the club. And if it's not him, and if it's not, obviously I don't think it's him on the pitch, but if it's not him in a leadership role, then we don't really need to do it. We'll see what happens. Everything's a mess right now. Hopefully it gets better. I'm going to try to be a source of positivity. Not very good at it, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, guys, that'll do it for this edition of the news. Let me know your thoughts and comments in the comment section down below. If you haven't already, do me a solid favor. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon, stay notified for all our latest videos. You can follow me at Justin Sofro on Twitter. Of course, you can follow Beyond Canary Zone at Beyond Canary Zone, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. I'll see you guys next time. Forza Juve, Forza Beyond Canary. Say hello to your old lady for me.